Yo, what's good, everybody? My name is David Mason, and this is the ShoeBio podcast. Today, I'm here with the co-founders of ShoeBio, Benny, Mitchell, and we're here to tell you guys how the idea came about and what ShoeBio is all about.
Yes, sir. That's what we're here for. We're just chilling.
So, Benny, we'll start with you. What's your position, and what do you do?
So I am the CFO and running some of the social media, and I'm one of the co-founders. I've been a student here at Oregon State for a couple of years now, a few years now actually. We're juniors, so that would be 3 years. Studying entrepreneurship and from Portland.
Dope. What about you, Mitchell? What's your story?
Yeah, so I'm also a co-founder with Benny. I lead the marketing efforts, which makes me the CMO. But being a startup, you really have to do everything. So Benny and I have many different hats here. We do lots of different things.
And what's your major?
Oh yeah, I'm a marketing major here at Oregon State, specializing in consumer insights and data.
So, okay, explain to me and like the people what ShoeBio is and how you guys came up with the idea. Like, there's plenty of, there's all kinds of sneaker content out there, but like you guys came up with like a business idea, like a plan. Yeah. And so, how did you come about that plan?
So basically, we started. Actually, it's a story that Mitchell made up. Mitchell, if you want to tell that story.
Yeah. So about 2 years back, I was in San Francisco celebrating my high school graduation, and I was looking to really splurge and buy my first pair of Yeezys. As many of you guys might know, it's very expensive.
Yeah.
And
straight tax.
Taxes and shit.
Taxes too, and just finding a good deal. I mean, I was kind of struck by like the lack of efficiency in the industry. So I looked through dozens of websites and really failed to find the best price, but I did find one shoe that I really liked, which I have today.
Pull it out, man. What you got? What you got for the people today?
Right.
This is the shoe that really sparked the idea. Now,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Easy Pirates, right?
Shit.
Ooh.
Yeah, so back in the day, I still loved to travel, and like when I was looking for travel deals on hotels and plane websites, like you find the best price by these search engines, which compare prices from hundreds of websites. Now I thought, why can't you do this for footwear as well? Working for Adidas, Benny and I both, like we help thousands of customers, and we thought this technology should be in footwear. I mean, you can get the best price if you search hundreds of websites with a click, and that's what we really try to do.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, he pretty much summed it up.
Yeah, you hit it.
We met in BA 160, which is our entrepreneurship class. So, like, the beginning of entrepreneurship, I heard him say Adidas. I heard him say the word Adidas, and I turned around. I was like, "Yo, do you like Adidas shoes?" And I was like, he's like, "Yeah, I work there." I was like, "Oh shit, so did I." Great. So we started talking, and we started bouncing some ideas off each other. We realized that we were like really in tune with each other's like visions of our futures and our goals, and so we were like, we found this idea about ShoeBio. He told me it. He was like, "Do you want to go in on this with me?" I was like, "Fuck yeah!" So that's basically how it started. It was over at dinner.
How'd you guys come up with the name? I think the name's pretty like creative, but I don't understand like what is ShoeBio.
So basically what we did was we were sitting around one day, and the original thing that we wanted to do was make it like a database website where you would find it would tell you like the history of this shoe, and we kind of turned it into a search engine. And so the first thing we thought about was the biography of a shoe, and we were like shoe. Then we got ShoeBio, and throughout the term, like, or throughout like our history being, with the company, it got to the point where people were like, "So what? Why are you called ShoeBio? What is the bio?" And so now we actually have to put biographies for the sneakers to actually fulfill our name.
Oh, okay.
So, but it was pretty nice. It's a pretty good name. You can make it you can make it a verb. Like you could say ShoeBio it. Like you could say Google it, which is fine.
Oh, yeah,
and it's short. We got the fucking the URL. We got the domain for $11 on GoDaddy. So that's a come
I think it's
up.
worth today like what, 10,000 or something?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know exactly
up,
what it is, but it's going up. So it's an investment.
I'll expand on that too. We actually are the first ever periodic table of shoes. So with the biography thing, with ShoeBio, we're really trying to go the science route too, providing value, really creating this awesome brand that's unique to us. So every shoe on our site has this unique element. You guys know science. We're not the biggest fans of it. We're business majors, but trying to incorporate stuff that makes us like stand out from the crowd.
For sure. All right, well, let's get into it. So you talked about a little bit about like the fire you brought, but what about you, Benny? What'd you bring for the people?
All right, guys. So my grails are not actually here in Corvallis because I don't want them
man,
here.
you don't gotta explain yourself.
But I got the KD7 floral EXTs. I got these at the Nike employee store in Beaverton.
Ooh.
And I had always seen these. I think the 7s are one of my favorite models. Number 4 being number 1.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I mean, 6s were kind of shit. I mean, I played in them and they were god awful. Now there's
You actually ball in these?
I do not ball in these.
Yeah,
These
that'd
are
be
like,
tough.
I mean, it's fucking leather.
Yeah,
I can't
the
really, you
material.
can't ball in leather. It's meant for that. But I loved basketball shoes when I was a kid. Like I got like a pair of the EXT LeBron 11s in denim, like the denim ones. I picked those up at the ES, and people are like, "What the fuck are you wearing?" I'm like, "These are gonna pop off in a little bit." And so I brought these out. I totally forgot I even had these in my closet, and I got them. I was like, "Fuck yeah!" Brought them down here, and so I've been just wearing it with like black outfits. I mean, they stand out, so I don't really need to wear anything more. But yeah, I got them half off, and it was pretty incredible. For you people that don't know, the Nike Adidas, the employee store, what I said, the ES is basically in Oregon, is in Beaverton, Oregon, which is about 20 minutes from my house, is where Nike started and where the world headquarters is, which most people that are listening to this podcast probably know. So when you go there, there's a store there that is meant for employees, but you can get passes, which are actually getting increasingly hard to find or get if you don't know someone that works at Nike. Basically, the employees have a store where everything is 50% off.
Yeah.
So you go in there. These were $200 shoe. I would not pay $200 for this. It was $100, and I was like, "This is a come up." Like I've spent so much money there. That's like my number one shopping experience. But I haven't been there in a while. But I need to go back. So that's the story with
Nike.
these.
Send us some employee passes.
Please.
We need some new gear.
We would love to help promote your business.
We love Adidas too.
Yeah, Adidas show love. We need employee passes for everything. But yeah, Portland, I mean, we live in Oregon. I live in Eugene. You guys live in Corvallis. Portland is like the epic center for sneakers.
Oh, yeah.
That's where everything is going on. I'm pretty sure the Under Armour headquarters is there now too.
They put a Northwest headquarters there, and then there's Columbia.
I'm a shoe tester for Under Armour.
What?
I'm a shoe tester for Under Armour.
Oh, you are?
Are you?
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a shoe tester. I was a shoe tester for Adidas, so I got some unseen grails that we may put in the next episodes. I kind of signed a contract that I couldn't do that, so we'll see how it goes.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
We're ethical, but we'll see how it goes. So there's fucking so many there. Patagonia, I think, is in Bend or something like that.
Yeah,
Hydro
Columbia's
Flask
in there.
Hydro Flask was from Bend. Shout out Bend.
Oh,
I mean, it's
damn.
pretty cool. They sold for like $1 billion. Also, pick up ShoeBio stickers. We have them on our merch store. Feel free to go do that.
Buy our stuff.
Buy our stuff so you don't have to hear us talk. So yeah, you couldn't find a better place to start a shoe company.
Right.
And the surprising lack of like sneaker culture there in terms of boutiques, and I mean it's getting a little better with
There's
Compound.
Index.
There's Index, which is like the staple, and then
Yeah.
there's Deadstock Coffee, which is a sneaker coffee shop, which I know the owner, Ian. If you're listening to this, you're probably not, but if you are, that's dope. I love your shop. And then there's Compound Gallery, which is more streetwear stuff, but they do have some sneakers, but it's mainly like Bape, Supreme, Palace, all the hype
Right.
shit. So, or I think there's some Off-White there, but they've basically kind of grown into more of a streetwear shop because before that they would only sell like stuff that just hang on the shelves, like Hurley and Huff and all that kind of shit.
Volcom.
Yeah, exactly. So they had a little bit of Supreme and stuff like that, but it wasn't to the point where people would go and get them. Now they had to make a whole other room just for all the shit. They got the decks and all the Bape, Shark hoodies, all that shit. By the way, Shark hoodies are my absolute favorite pair of apparel. You will not I don't care what you buy me, but if you buy me a Shark hoodie, I'll love you forever.
Oh, for sure.
And especially
Noted.
ones to go with these shorts, that would be fucking incredible. And yeah, so.
Hype beast over here. But anyways, I wanted to give a shout out to a new brand that just opened up in Portland. It's called Decade of Dope, and it's a old thrift store, 80s, 90s vintage stuff, which is totally blown up. I think it has to do with Sloppy World on Netflix, where the vintage stuff has just completely blown up. And so shout out to them. Sean Weatherspoon, really like round 2. That vintage style has completely come back. Style is always changing, but at the end of the day, it goes in rotation. It comes back. Things that were like the reason why Jordans are so dope because they were popular in the 90s. But they've stayed the longevity. They've stayed the test of time, which is just a test to Michael Jordan and his legacy and what Jordan Brand has done for the shoe.
Yeah, for sure.
But I have a good question for you guys, Mitchell. I was wondering, like, what got you into shoes? What have you always been a sneakerhead, or was it like did you start working for Adidas and you're like, oh, this is actually pretty dope?
Nice, great question. So you kind of answered it too. My parents back in the day, like many of you guys, really kind of forced me to get a job at the time. I really didn't want to work. I wanted to hang out with the boys and chase girls and stuff like that. So getting my first job was definitely a little bit nerve-wracking, but I will say it was the best experience of my life. Over 3.5 years I worked for Adidas, learned a lot of shit. I actually ended up being one of the top performers in sales, did nearly $1 million in sales.
Nearly $1 million in sales. Wow.
A lot of shoes. I was the footwear king. I was
Wow.
at the store. But that really taught me a lot about how to deal with people and communicate, and learned a lot about business.
When
And
he says that.
Yeah, I know he looked at you when you said that for sure.
yeah,
What about you? What got you into shoes?
So I've been a sneaker guy for quite a while. I started back in I think I was in freshman year of high school or earlier. My grandfather gave me $1,000 to do something with it, and so I wanted to start my own business, and so I started getting into reselling sneakers back in 2013.
Resellers.
Fuck that.
The worst. This
just
guy.
kidding. I like them too.
So basically we had the very first pair of shoes I bought, I named my LLC, I registered the whole fucking thing on the Oregon State Business Registry, so it was actually a real company. It was an LLC. It was called Shoehorn Shoes, but shoe was spelled SCHEW for some reason. I don't know why. But my last name is Steinhorn, and so everybody would call me Steinhorn Shoehorn. It was very annoying. Fucking stupid. But
Terrible nickname.
it was a terrible nickname, but that's what happened. So the first pair of shoes I ever got were the KD6 Ligers. Do you remember that colorway? It was like a cheetah. It was like neon green. We'll put the picture up in the podcast.
Super
so you guys can
loud.
see it. Super loud.
Yeah.
I bought them and I sold them, and I actually made a profit on my very first pair of shoes. I was selling them on eBay.
Oh, man,
and
which
the
is
StockX
crazy.
wasn't around when that was happening. Like none of those
no
apps.
Go, no
Nothing was out back
StockX.
then. And so it was that and Kixify.
Oh
which,
yeah, Kixify.
I like
I remember
Kixify.
Kixify. Yeah.
I like
But for some reason I would get scammed by like Russian guys that were like, no shit. I would be getting scammed by these Russian guys. I remember one time I sent a pair to Russia, and it got lost in customs or something, and I never heard from anyone again about it. And I was like, well, that sucks, but whatever. It's the Nike SB Paparazzis. When you on the back, it's like nice. It's nice, like I think velour or something like that. But on the back, it had like these flashes, and you would take a picture, and it would flash up. I'll probably put that in the podcast as well. But that's what happened, and so I started my sneaker business, and then I just kind of fell into that hole of the world, and so it's been like that ever since.
And for me, like I got into sneakers. I have a brother who's like significantly older than me, and before I could even walk, my brother had me in a pair of 13s.
Really?
Literally, like before I could walk.
Wow.
And so growing up in a small town where there wasn't a Foot Locker, the nearest mall was an hour away.
Wow.
Like it was a struggle to get fresh shoes.
Yeah.
But so every year for basketball, I would buy Jordans. That was always my thing. I always loved Jordan Brand. Everyone was always wearing Kobe's. Were stupid popular.
Yeah, dude, Kobe's were so popular.
So popular.
I remember the first pair of Kobe's I ever got. I fell in love with Kobe's. Well, Kobe's my favorite basketball player anyway, so it worked out. But I had,
Lakers.
yeah, I know, right? The first pair of Kobe's I ever got was the when he used to have the Hyper Dunks. He had like the Nike Hyper Dunk 2004, I think, and I had it in the USA color as the first pair of basketball shoes I ever had. But then I got the Kobe 7s in like a gray colorway. I went to the employee store and bought them, but the original ones came with like the sock. It came with like the ankle brace. It was an ankle brace, and it was like the Lakers colorway. It's a super dope shoe, but they didn't have it there. They just had the gray and black one, so I was like, fuck it, I'll buy it anyway. Sold it to my friend later. Still made money, which was incredible, but then after that, I got a bunch of the Kobe 9 highs, like the high top ones. By far the best sneaker I've ever balled in. Like, not only is it super comfortable, but your calf, it gets a workout because the fact that you're lacing it tight around like
See, I hate
the
that.
bottom of your
Yeah,
calf.
see, I don't like
I
shoes
like
that
low
go too
tops.
tight.
Low
You'll
tops.
it'll burn like it started burning after like 3/4, but it would like work out my calf while I was like actually playing basketball.
You like that?
Yeah, it was great. It was awesome. It made me like
How many times are your ankles crossed?
None.
Too many times to count.
Well, I've crossed my own ankles when I tested Adidas sneakers. I was at summer camp and I was wearing, I don't even fucking remember what they were, but they were high tops, but like half of the top was low, so like my ankle was exposed, but not on this side. And so I was playing and I just rolled my fucking ankle like 3 times just walking. And I'm like, I can't wear these anymore. So I sent them back and they sent me a new pair. And the new pair was actually Dame's All-Star. They're the they're the Dame 2.5 All-Star editions, but they never released. And so they sent them to me at camp, and I was like, wait, what? And so I took them out and opened them, and they were meant to get dirty. I was like for like 4 weeks, and all my friends were like, what the fuck? What are those? What are those? People had no idea what was going on. And so...
Especially Damian Lillard's like an icon in Portland at this point. I mean,
exactly. At that point.
Yeah, shout out Dame Dollar.
Yeah, shout out Dame.
Podcast.
Yeah, that's facts. Yeah.
So yeah, that's basically what happened, and we had like it was fun, but people used to fuck with me, and I'd get super serious over my shoes, so I'd like threaten people, and like, if you touch my shoes, like, I will fucking kill you. I didn't do that, but I did get in trouble. I did get in trouble because I fought one of my friends because I was on the basketball court and he walked out of our cabin with one of my pairs of shoes on to ball, and I was like, no fucking way are you doing that. So I like walked and I was like, take them off, go fucking put it back where you found them. And then I like got up in his face and he like someone had to come and like break us up, and I was like, you don't get it. Like those are my sneakers. And so everybody made fun of me, and
that's the thing. It's like if you're not involved in it and you aren't a sneaker, you don't understand. Like I've had girls like try on my shoes. I'm like, no, you don't understand. You don't touch them. You can look. You can like, you know, obviously compliment me when I wear them, but do not touch them. Wear them.
Nothing.
But yeah, growing up in a small town, like it was like a struggle to get shoes. So then it was actually in 8th grade is when my brother went to Oregon State, which is crazy because we're here. So my brother went to Oregon State and he left behind a pair of Cherry 14s. These are all OG too. Wow. Cherry 14s, and then a pair of 14s that are white and brown that I've never seen anyone have to this day. I got them stolen out of my car this summer. Still pissed about it. Still think about it every day.
Wow.
Save that story for another day. Wow. And a pair of Black Cat 4s. Probably like to this day my grails, because I've never seen another person with Black Cat 4s.
Oh really?
And I wore them all the time in high school. Like, and I had no idea what I was doing.
You just beat the shit out of them?
Oh, completely beat them. I'd play basketball in them, like on like the concrete. Like I literally had no idea what I was doing. Like 8th grade freshman year, and then sophomore year comes around. I get my license. I start making some money, and then I can start like I was playing AAU down. Yeah. So like where the mall was. So then I could like get raffle tickets. Yeah. And then it just started flowing, and I was the only one at my shoe rocking Jordans. It was crazy. It just like it wasn't like a part of the culture. I was like I'm from a small rural town in California. Vans were super popular, Converse, but people like no offense back home, but like the style is just pretty like it's pretty whack. It's very like plain. It's very vanilla.
It's very rural.
Yeah, it's like very
I'm
country.
sorry, rural's rural style. I don't fucking get it.
Yeah.
It's flannels every day with the jeans that have embroidery on the back patches, and then also they wear I don't know what they're called. I think they're called Romeos.
No rock revivals.
Romeos. Romeos are the cowboy shoes that you wear that are just like fat. You know what I'm talking about. They're like wide and tan or like dark red, and there is no style at all. And every time I see them, I go, I don't want to talk to whoever's wearing those shoes right now because they're not on my level.
Let's put us now in their shoes. What do you think? What do they think?
They probably think
with the sharp pants.
They probably think I look like a fucking idiot. They think I look like a fucking idiot, and that's okay because they can say you look like an idiot. I go, thanks, man. Appreciate you. That's it, and that's it. But
I don't need their validation.
I don't need their fucking validation. They're ride horses.
Yeah, keep your Old Town Road country ass to yourself, honestly.
What's that song called? The new one?
Old Town Road.
There we go.
That's my opinions on a Romeos. Not Romeos.
Romeos.
I got a question for you guys, too. We talked about collecting shoes. We talked about like keeping shoes preserved and stuff like that. Are you guys more of a fan of rocking the shoes that you have that are scarce and rare, or keeping that DS collection?
For me, I like to, like, if I buy a shoe, like, let's say I got the Concord 11s, right? I mean, but the thing is, like, I mean, how many people got those? I mean, like, they were released to so many people, but it's a fire shoe. And so for me, I have about, I don't know, sometimes I can't wait this long, but I have about like a 3-year waiting rule where, like, I'll get a shoe, like, I have Win like 8211s, still haven't even seen the light of day.
Wow.
I just kind of put my shoes on ice for a little bit, and I'll just go through a rotation, and then certain shoes for me, like, go with, like, the time of year. So, like, some shoes are more fire during the fall, some colorways are more better for, like, summer. So for me, it just depends, but I definitely always wear my shoes. I'm not a reseller in any way. You know, I mean, I help people sell shoes, but I don't, like, buy shoes to sell them for profit. I buy shoes in my size 12. Send me shoes
To rock them.
yeah, to rock them, to wear them. And
can you expand on the 3 years though? I'm curious. Like, why do you wait 3 years?
some people wait 5 years. A lot of people.
Some people
like,
wait 15
Is it
like
just to get like that OG
it's
feel?
it's
Like
yeah,
that
it's so, like, the hype kind of dies down, and then it's just a dope shoe that not a lot of people. They're not fresh for a lot of people. I've, like, if you wear, like, Concords now, they're not going to be the same as they are.
they weren't. They're not the same as they were before that shoe release because
Right.
like I think the last time was like 2011 or something.
Yeah,
It's a
2012.
very long time ago. So like the hype dies down, then you buy them, and then the hype is really really high, and then it goes low, and then they'll release it again.
Yeah, if
Like,
you have Bred 4s, that's a fire shoe. In 2 weeks when it releases, it's
my friend
it's
got a
gonna
really
be-
fair.
yeah,
So he
they're
hasn't here,
really
but-
drop.
He already sold them, but I get what you mean on that. Like
Yeah.
it's just gonna be too.
It's just
much.
kind of like a thing. And I mean, I can't even, like, there's sometimes it's hard to wait 3 years, and it's not like I have, like, a tracking device on my phone, like,
Yeah.
oh,
Set a reminder in 3 years.
yeah, set alarm for 3 years so I can wear this pair of shoes.
Yeah.
But it's just, I like to keep them on ice. I have gotten to the point where I have enough shoes where I can stay fresh in a rotation and go through some shoes with them still looking good before they turn into beaters, before where I feel like I need to throw another fresh pair in a rotation.
Sure.
What about you? Do you wear everything as soon as you get it?
So my philosophy is yes. I wear if I buy a pair of sneakers, I'm gonna wear them. Sometimes I'll sell them, but usually I'll wear them.
Reseller.
Yeah, reseller, fuck them. But basically, I would take. I will rock them, and I take this philosophy from a guy called The Perfect Pair on Instagram. And I fell in love with his content after I saw the Nice Kick Sneaker Closet episode because it was a 4-part episode.
Yeah.
Because his
Dude, he could do a 10-part series.
his
probably.
collection is so fucking ridiculous. I've never seen half the shit he has, and like there was even some shit he couldn't show the world before for like another few years, and then a few years later he posted a picture of what was in the box. It was like a pair of reverse LeBron Palmer samples that were like never before seen. It was fucking incredible.
He has, like, insane PEs though. That's
He has every single Jordan 4 ever.
Yeah.
All the PEs, all the general releases, all the limited, everything. And he also has a great philosophy. He's like very humble. In the video he kind of like says some shit. He kind of he's like brags about it.
I mean, you gotta flex.
But you gotta flex. He owns a casino, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, he owns a casino, but he lives
Arizona,
in California.
right?
In California. He
Oh,
lives in
California. Okay.
But essentially,
we watched that YouTube video.
yeah, exactly. That was him. So
Thanks for catching on, Mitchell.
he just had like a really nice like he loved his family and like shoes were just something, and like he had a brother who died and his brother was into sneakers as well, and he had the Candy 14s
The
above
same
the
ones
door.
I was talking
The same
about.
ones
Those
you
are the
had.
same ones that I connected with him on that.
So he has it above his door because he couldn't find the other pair, but that's basically The Perfect Pair was him, kind of showing the world who he was and what he had, and it was unbelievable.
Yeah.
So and he always talks to that. He showed like all the PEs, and he would like show the tongue. He say, and it's like worn. He's like, we wear our shoes. Like, wear your shoes, people. This is what they're made for. If you just collect them and don't wear them, that's considered hoarding. That's the same thing as hoarding.
Yeah.
So he was like, we wear our shoes. So from that moment on, I was like, that's a really dope philosophy.
You see
I'm
this?
gonna take them.
No, for me, one of my favorite aspects about collecting sneakers is that this is wearable art. Like, this is how I express myself.
Yeah.
I'm not good at drawing. I'm not good at singing. But, like, I can wear this and I can feel different. I can feel unique. I can feel dope. Like, this is how I express myself. And like I said, ever since I was in high school, this is how I've been getting down.
I fuck with that.
True.
I'll throw my thing in there too. I'm more of a seasonal buyer, so like I definitely want to rock my shit. But like for me, if I see something fresh, like these guys I got a few months back.
Yeah, those are pretty clean.
Yeah, it was snowing, but they have this wool like
inside.
Yeah, inside, and it keeps your feet warm. So I bought these, and of course I want to rock them. But I also bought the triple white Ultra Boost. And rainy season, I'm not gonna wear them here. Anybody from Oregon knows you're gonna get those shoes fucked up.
I fucked these.
There you go. Pull off. Show them what you got.
Well, I mean, it's just I don't have socks on, so I don't want to take these off.
Yeah, no feet in the video.
No feet, no gang. But I basically went to Barcelona and wore them to a club, and I beat them the fuck up, and that's it. So then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna continue wearing them, even though they're fucked up. I cleaned them a couple times. I just cleaned them, but I'll wear these, and when they get in the rain, it's like there is some shit. Like it does get a little dirty, but like Jason Mark is my favorite cleaner, and it'll fix it up.
Yeah, fix it up.
But yeah, that's kind of what happens when you rain. People in Oregon though are kind of know it because nobody ever wears an umbrella. If you're from Oregon, you never use an umbrella
ever.
So that when you wear shoes out. When you wear white shoes on a day where you don't know if it's going to rain or not, and you don't have an umbrella because you're Oregonian, you're running a risk every single time, which is okay.
See, my rule is I like the sun to be out. When it wakes me up in the morning, that's when I wear the white shoes.
Right.
Which today was fucking 80 degrees.
Yeah.
Too hot. Too hot.
Yeah, Oregon's not used to that. No, I can relate too. Like with the white shoes, the only time I've been to the Nike employee store was last December. Or December 2017, and I bought a pair of all white Flyknits, and the lady that was cashing me out, she was like, "Oh, you must not be from Oregon," and I was like, "How do you know that?" And she was like, "No one buys white shoes in December," and I was like, "That's crazy."
That's what I'm saying. I keep them in the closet. That's my
philosophy. And so then I didn't wear them until spring because she pretty much put me on game like at the Nike store. But yeah, man.
Yeah, that was pretty much like sneakers. But when you talk about wearable art, like I couldn't agree more just because like that was the first time like being able to express myself. That was the first time I was allowed to do that in like I was in middle school, I was fucking fat and people didn't like me. So I said fuck it and I just didn't really talk to anybody, but I wore cool ass fucking shoes. I had a pair of Air Force Ones that were rainbow patent leather.
Ooh.
Never seen them before and I've never seen them again. They're size 6s, but I wore them and people were like, those are kind of cool. I was like, yeah, you're fucking right, they're cool.
Hell yeah.
Back off. Like, back up.
In front of the waves.
Rocking a chain back in the day?
No, I started rocking a chain in high school.
Okay.
They call me Jew chains.
Jew chains.
Unbelievable. Nowadays, maybe a little anti-Semitic, but we're going to let it slide.
For sure.
So that's basically for me. It's like I was able to express myself without having to say shit to anybody, and like this is fucking cool. Like flowers and shit. The quality is great on here. The leather. I mean, it's a pretty comfortable shoe from the bottom standpoint. Like the Nike Zoom, you got half an airbag, but you got a full airbag in the back. But I mean, it's just a nice shoe. So I like wearing them with all black outfits and fucking around. So yeah, we're chilling.
I feel well. Let's wrap it up. Everyone, thank you for listening.
Absolutely.
But follow us on ShoeBio Instagram, Twitter,
LinkedIn, Facebook,
YouTube,
MySpace,
YouTube coming.
Not MySpace, YouTube. YouTube channel's coming. This video podcast will be out on YouTube in the next few days, so stay tuned for that.
Yep.
Subscribe to the channel. Click the little notification bell. Let's see if we can hit 50,000 likes on this video, guys. If not, I'm going to melt bubblegum and put it on my face.
And we do giveaways too, so if you guys want to win some shoes or some merch, we're coming for you guys. Search hundreds of websites with one click. That's the value of ShoeBio.
Yeah, we didn't really fucking talk about ShoeBio much, but yeah, basically we're a sneaker search
Next
engine.
episode.
Yeah, next episode we'll get a little bit more into how ShoeBio works and what we're doing in the future so you guys can get ready. And then we'll also have like our favorite sneaker stories, so stay tuned for that and we'll be bringing you more heat in the near future. So thank you guys for watching. And we'll catch you. Make sure to take control of your soul. And we'll catch you later.
ShoeBio.
Bye.